Okay, hi everyone. Mr. Smith back with another PE game today. Um, Behind me, I've set the PE game up, and today's focus is focusing on throwing skills. So I thought I would do a video specifically on a skill instead of just fitness work today. Okay, so I'm going to move to the side and just move the camera angle down slightly. You can see that I've got some pots and pans from my kitchen. So please ask permission from your parents before going into the kitchen and getting these, if if you're able to use them. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be using them as targets to throw in some objects which I've collected, and I'm actually just going to be using my little girl's teddies, which I'm sure she won't mind me borrowing for this exercise. Okay, now the aim of the game is to see how many of those objects I can throw into the targets. Okay, so I'm going to show you how it works, and then I'm going to talk to you about little variations that you can do to make it easier, harder, or just more interesting for yourself. Okay, so I'm going to go and show you how it works. I've put the targets an equal distance away from each other for my variation, and I'm going to stand 2 steps away each time. And what I'm going to be using is an overarm throw. So above my shoulder, I'm going to overarm throw into the targets. Now, as you're told in PE, to help your aim, if you're not as experienced as throwing as other children, you can use your aiming arm. So that's your non-throwing arm. You can point towards the target and throw over your shoulder towards. Okay? If you're not confident about using the overarm throw, you can use an underarm throw. It doesn't really matter. You remember, you're in charge of your own game and you can vary it however you like. Okay, so I'm going to be using the overarm throw. So let's see how many I can get in out of my 5 targets. Okay, miss. Oh, miss. Another miss, Mr. Smith, shocking. Another miss, can I get any in? Yeah, the hardest one out of the lot. Okay, so I got 1 out of 5, so pretty poor effort, but it doesn't matter. Keep trying, and hopefully, if I continue to do that today, I might even end up getting 5 out of 5. Now, a few variations for you to do. Let me just move the camera up slightly. Okay, so I've used pots and pans. You don't need to use pots and pans. You can use buckets. You can use old cardboard boxes, whatever you like, whatever you've got around the house that's available for you that your parents will let you use as targets. You can do this indoors, which I've shown you, but you can also do it outdoors. I would encourage you, on a day like today especially, definitely get outdoors to do it. That then leads me into, if you are outdoors, you can put the saucepans or the pots and pans, whatever you're using, further away from each other to make it harder. So the distance you can increase or you can shorten to make it easier. The direction of the targets, so you can have them diagonally, you can have them going horizontally instead of vertically. It's up to you. The patterns of the throw, so you don't have to go from the closest one to the furthest. You can go from the furthest then to the closest. The type of throw, so I've shown you can use an overarm, you can use an underarm, you can make it interesting, you could do an overhead or one where you do it from under your legs, so like a trick shot or around the back of your body to make it interesting. You can use your watch or your phone to time yourself and see if you can beat your time every time that you take part in the activity. The size of the target, so you can change them from maybe buckets to a smaller target. Completely up to you. You can change the objects you're throwing, so if you're lucky enough to have beanbags or balls, you can use socks. I've seen that on YouTube, people wearing socks to throw into targets. You can use cuddly toys like I did, whatever you like, just make sure it's safe. So yeah, so lots of variations. I'll post them below this YouTube video because I know that I'm talking quite quickly and you're not going to remember them all. So I'll post them for you so you can read over them and design your own throwing game. Absolutely fine. You can play against somebody else in your household. So mum, dad, brother, sister, whatever. So yeah, have fun with it, guys, and remember, if you're struggling to aim accurately at a target, you need to be using your aiming arm, so your non-throwing arm pointing at the target you're throwing towards. Okay? Enjoy this one today. I'll see you tomorrow for a 10-minute workout. Have a lovely day, guys. Bye-bye.